Hey everyone, welcome back to BouncinMouncin. I'm doing another monthly wrap-up, which I guess I should call it. This is my January wrap-up, all the games I played. I know I just released a video for December. This is back-to-back. Don't worry guys, I'm only going to be doing once a month from here on out. I guess I just wanted to cover December as like a trial run to see if I like making these videos. And I thought I played some games in December. So let's talk about the games I played in January. I played 19 games, so let's get through them. Some of them are repeats of last month, so I won't go super in-depth into those. But the first thing I played was One Night Ultimate Werewolf, the series. You know, we played a bunch of games. We played 6 plays. These videos will be going up pretty soon. These are my February videos. So yes, keep watching my channel. There'll be a week of Combo Fighter, and then One Night Werewolf. So they were fun games. The next game we played was also for YouTube. These videos will be going up after the One Night Werewolf. And this was the first installment of License to Play. And boy oh boy did I pick the weirdest game to start the series with. We played 3 games of Jerry Springer Show, the game. This game came out in 1999, and boy, you can tell. I mean, it's also based off the Jerry Springer Show, which isn't the most progressive show. I don't know, because Jerry Springer at the end of each show would always be like, hey, be good to each other, be kind. Like, he would exploit these people having problems, and then so he seems like a bad guy. I'm not sure if he's done bad stuff in real life, but we played Jerry Springer's Show, the game. Now, we did record videos of it, so I won't go too far into depth, but we're probably going to get canceled for those videos, so tune in to see our downfall. Not really. The game deals with stuff, and we try to point out what's bad about it. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded those games because there's some bad stuff in it, but we can't just ignore everything from the past. I don't know. Yell at me in the comments later if you want. The next game I played is the first digital game I guess I'm covering. So I play BGA a lot of asynchronous games. Welcome to Can't Stop. Those are my 2 big ones. Welcome to and Can't Stop. I'm always playing on BGA. Onitama and other stuff as well. But one that I actually play on my Switch a lot. I just haven't played in the last few months, but man oh man, this is my most played game on my personal board game stats, is Wingspan. I played this twice on the Switch against randos online. I do track digital plays, but usually when they're not asynchronous. Sometimes I feel like an asynchronous game, you're not really putting your all into it. You're just checking in, going, okay, I'll put a 3 here, and then moving on. But I sit down and I play Wingspan, and Wingspan is, one of the most popular games. There's not much I can say about it that other people haven't. But boy, oh boy, do I love that digital version of the game. Katie likes it too. She doesn't play, but she naps while I play. And she loves the calming music. Yeah, I just really like this game. I'm terrible at it. Almost always lose. Pretty much always come in last. But I don't care. I'm willing to lose. The next game I played, it's just very funny watching other people do these monthly recaps, and they're playing, like, I always throw Scythe and Gloomhaven out there, because they're just really long, hard games. And I played 3 plays of Dropsy. This is a game that apparently came out last year. So my mom, for Christmas, in the last few years, she will just go to, I believe, Kohl's, and go to the, I think it's the game section. These are, clearance games. She'll just, pick, 3 or 4 random games, usually on the cheaper side, and give them to me. She doesn't know anything about them. She's just like, here, try these. Because what happened was, a while ago, she randomly just gave me the game Quicks, and I love the game Quicks, and she was like, oh, I just kind of randomly picked that. So now she kind of just, grabs a bunch, not a bunch, but, 4 cheaper ones, and gives them to me. Dropsy was one of these games. And it's a doozy. Well, not really. It's the most simple game. Basically, you just draw a card, and if it's the color you want, you get a point. First person to 3 points wins. So there's just 6 different colors. The thing is, if you draw a card and it's the color you don't want, you have to hold on to that card. But each card has a place you have to hold it. So one card you'll have to hold in between your fingers, one you have to put on top of your hand, one is in your elbow, one is in your armpit, one is under your chin, and one is on top of your head. So you'll draw a card and be like, dang, it's not an orange. Put it in your armpit, and you have to keep it there. And then you draw another card and go, dang, it's not an orange. Put it in your armpit, and you have to keep these two cards there. So after a while, you'll be like this. You'll be holding on to cards. The chin one's the worst. Holding a card with your chin, just because you have to like move to get to draw, and you usually will have a card on top of your head, and you're like this. It seems funny, but when doing it, it's pretty uncomfortable. It's not fun. Maybe play this game if you're betting money. Unless you're under 18, don't gamble, and don't gamble if you have a problem with it. But I don't get why anyone would want to play this game. It just makes you uncomfortable. Might be funny to record a video of, because people might want to watch other people be uncomfortable. I don't know. Dropsy, just drop it in the trash. That's what I say. I don't want to be too mean. Someone worked hard on these games, but that game's not fun. A game that I think is fun, I played 4 times, is Yamslam. Yamslam! This is basically different Yahtzee. It's the same rules as Yahtzee, except different. When you roll the dice, there's 5 dice. You're looking to get 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, all 5 of a kind, or straight, or full house. The only difference is, instead of crossing stuff off on a paper, there's like 4 chips of each of those options. And so when you roll something, you get a chip, like a poker chip. And then each thing has like a higher value. Like a large straight is the highest value, and then 2 doubles is the lowest. So the things will run out. So if 4 people get, or I guess if large straights come up 4 different times, that's out. You can no longer get it. It's pretty fun. It's not a heavy game at all. It's just a fun little game. Yamslam, I would recommend it. Next game I played was Onitama. Only had 1 play of this. I believe this was on BGA. I just wanted to show it to someone. Mark, who's been on my channel. Onitama's great. Don't need to mention it again. I love this game. And it works great on BGA. The next game I played was Hold Your Breath. Played 1 play of this. This is a game Josh has. I've played this before in the past. I played it again. I guess it's push your luck. I'm not sure how to categorize it, but you're trying to go underwater. Everyone's trying to go underwater and then get back out. But you're like attacking each other. It's kind of mean. I don't love this game. I really don't like the art. That might be a part of it. If a game, I'm not saying it's like ugly art. I'm just saying I don't like it. And if a game doesn't have great art, it is a little harder to like, I think, in my opinion. But yeah, this game's fun. It's fine. I wouldn't hold my breath to play it again, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if my slams are working. My yam slams are working. Alright, and the game that is going to show up every month, hopefully One Night Werewolf will show up every month. But the game that definitely will, Mexican Train. Played it twice with my family. It's just a domino game. I believe one time we played it was my sister's birthday, so she cheated a lot. And I guess as a family, we just let her do it because it was her birthday. It was weird. I struggle. I'm the rules police. I have a character on my channel, Rules Police. It's really hard to just like let a person cheat. One time she got me where she put a domino. So the 10s and the 6s are like yellow and orange, so they look pretty similar. She basically put a 6 next to a 10 when it shouldn't have been there. She got all of us. She was like, "Hey, you ding dong." She pointed out after. She was like, "I cheated there." That was kind of funny. Mexican Train. Play that game. Next game I played was, I don't know how to say this game. Never said it out loud. I've read it a bunch, never said it out loud. Simolo? Fables. 2 plays of this. It's a cooperative game. Josh showed me this. Just because I mentioned I've never played it. It's a very easy game. I believe it's a children's game, but it's fun for adults too. It's close to Codenames. in close to Guess Who, I guess. It is kind of like Guess Who, cooperatively. Yeah, I played this. It was fun. I think it's cool that you can mix and match the different packs. I worry I don't want to buy this game because I know I'll want to buy them all. So I'm not going to do that. But the board game cafe I go to has it, so I'll play it there. The next game I played, also with Josh. I don't know why I always mention I played with Josh. I guess because he exposes me to most of these games, so I want to thank him by shouting him out. The next game we played was Death Note Confrontation. This is what do you call it when the two people, it's not like even asymmetrical game? Where you guys have like different powers or characters, or you do different stuff. One person is a killer and one person is trying to stop the killer. I thought this game was pretty fun. It took me a little bit to get in to figure everything out, but once I did, I liked it. The only thing is you have to write everything. I guess it's not really rolling, right? I don't know what you call it, but you write stuff down on a notebook, so that notebook might run out of room at some point. Feel bad for me. Bought the game, you might run out of notebook, but it was pretty fun. I liked it. Go play that game. I realize I'm not really explaining these games too well. I'm just saying, it's just me naming a game and then saying if I liked it or not. I apologize. I'm gonna try to get better at these videos. I'm not sure if I should explain in detail every single game because that might be boring. But then I also realize it might be boring if you just hear me go, Monopoly, I liked it. Next game. Clue, I liked it. Next game. But speaking of games I liked, the next game I played was Skull King. Played 2 plays of this. Boy, oh boy. So I played the card game Oh Hell or Oh Heck or whatever. It has a billion different names of it. It's a trick-taking, just basic card game. I really enjoy that card game. I really enjoyed the crew, though it's... I want to say there's really no win or lose. You just kind of do these missions, but I really enjoyed the crew. But Skull King is very similar to the card game Oh Hell or Oh Heck. Like, it follows a lot of the same rules. It just adds a couple. But boy, oh boy, I love Skull King. Skull King shot up on my top favorite games of all time. I've only played it twice. I know but it's one of those games I'm like, I just want to play it more. I really enjoyed this game, and I love how the scores can just seesaw like crazy. It gets nuts. You'll be up to 130. Someone will be at -40, and you're like, I got this game in the bag. One round, it will just flop where that person is up to 90 and you're down at -20 just because you goofed and they didn't goof. Skull King is great. There's an app called Skull Keeper, at least on the Apple. No, yeah. I was supposed to say the Apple Android. At least on the iOS, there's a Skull Keeper, which is a great app to keep track of the score. Not that keeping track of the score is too complicated. There is a little bit of writing down, but the app, I praise that app. And I praise this game. I have the expansion. The copy I got came with the expansion. Those cards, I'm excited to play with those, but I'm holding it off. I want to play regular Skull King a lot more. Boy, oh boy, Skull King have nothing but good things to say about it. Not that I have bad things to say. Just while I'm playing, I always have to reinstate the rules over and over and over, just to help the people I'm playing with. I'm like, you have to follow suit. You have to follow suit unless it's a pirate, an escape, a Skull King. So the idea of you have to follow suit, but then there's a lot of these cards that you don't have to follow suit. It makes playing the game a little confusing. I think where people get confused is with the Jolly Roger cards, which are basically automatic trump cards, and then there's pirate cards, which are automatic trump cards over that. So pirate cards you don't need to follow suit, but the Jolly Roger you do, and it just gets a little... People, I think, will play Jolly Roger cards whenever you want. And I know Jolly Roger is the name of that thing on a pirate, but it just sounds like a kid's thing. It sounds like I'm talking about Jolly Ranchers, and I'm not talking about Jolly Ranchers today. Don't tell me to talk about Jolly Ranchers. I'm talking about Jolly Ranchers. Alright, I'll talk about Jolly Ranchers for a second. When I was in college, some guy rolled up to campus and just had a cart full of Jolly Ranchers soda. And he just started giving out for free. I think it was a new thing, and they're just like, oh, we got to get the impressions in on the college kids, then they'll buy it. And so everyone's trying it, and we're all sipping it, and we're all being like, we are like about to vomit. This is the grossest stuff we've ever had. I'm not a huge Jolly Ranchers fan, so I don't know why I tried Jolly Ranchers soda. But it was just so funny to see this guy like handing out Jolly Ranchers soda, and everyone is not finishing it, just taking one sip and throwing it away. Really failed on their part. But other than that, I ain't talking about Jolly Ranchers anymore. The next game I played was Space Base, which, woo, I'm excited. I should talk about the game. I played with Josh again. He introduced me to this game. We played with an expansion. Don't know which one, because it was his, not mine. But I lost, but I still had fun. But Space Base is officially on BGA. Well, it's in beta. But, oh my god, I'm already playing 2 games. I'm playing with August in the Discord right now. So hopefully I win that game. Come to my Discord, start matches with me. I'm ready. I've been waiting for Space Base to be on BGA or digital at all. But the fact that it's on BGA and I can play asynchronously, I'm so happy. This is the best. This is like the one game. Maybe now Skull King is the one game. Actually, I think Combo Fighter is like the biggest fish I really want to be on BGA. I think Combo Fighter would be great on BGA, but Space Base, I'm so excited. Woo! Also, give One Night Werewolf on BGA. I know it's on other stuff. I guess it would be really hard to play on BGA. There's a new website that they're making for party games, so maybe it'll be on that, where I think it's supposed to be like Zoom and gameplay. That way, everyone's on camera. Yeah, do One Night Werewolf on that. Next game I played was Wits and Wagers Party Edition. One play of this. This game's pretty fun. It's a fun trivia game because you don't need to know the stuff. You just need because then everyone takes guesses on the answers. I think it's always number answers. Like, how many crocodiles in the world are there? And you'll say 2. And someone else will say 100. Someone else will say 1,000,000. And you need to pick which is the closest without going over, I believe is the rule. So even if you have no idea what the answer is, you can just write down a number and then be like, ooh, but I think Johnny knows how many crocodiles there are in the world. Because he said 2. I mean, there are 2 crocodiles in the world. Gotta give him that. This is a fun game. I like Wits and Wagers. The next game I played is another trick-taking game, Jekyll versus Hyde. They don't have guns. But it'd be cool. Jekyll and Hyde with guns. My camera does a cool thing where it just randomly stops recording. I guess my Jekyll and Hyde gun idea was not great. Jekyll versus Hyde, I believe it's a new game, came out in 2021. I only had one play of this. I really enjoy this game. It's a trick-taking game where one person wants it's a 2-player trick-taking game where one player wants both players to have basically an equal amount of wins out of 10. You each have 10 cards. And the other player wants a bigger difference. So wants one person to win 2 and one person to win 8. So that's like a 6-point difference. And the other person wants it to be even, like 5 and 5. So it's fun that they have 2 different goals going on. And I think that's cool. I think the theming is cool. And I like this game. I thought my camera stopped recording. That's why I just stopped doing everything. Guys, I only have a couple left, and most of them are party games, so I don't have too much to say about them. The other game I played was Encore. Encore is not a board game in my opinion. Now, it has a board, it has dice, it has a timer, it has pieces, but in my opinion, this is not a board game. This is just something to do. You know how there's some of those board games that listen, there's no strategy, we're just doing something. Encore is all about knowing music lyrics. So you'll draw a word like tree, and then you go back and forth, team versus team, singing songs that have the word tree in it. Now, you don't need to be a good singer, you just need to know the lyrics. You could be like, the tree in the sky keeps on turning. I couldn't think of a song that has the word tree in it right now, so I had to go with Wheel in the Sky. What song has the word tree? I mean, Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree. There you go. Rocking around the Christmas tree. You'll get in a Christmas thing. But this game is missing one thing, in my opinion. So there's the Blockbuster board game, which is all about movies. It's basically the same thing for movies, but it has this like 15-second timer button. So when you hit the button, it starts 15 seconds. And basically, you have to think of a movie with a pirate. You go, Pirates of the Caribbean. You hit the buzzer, and the next person has to do it. So they have 15 seconds. Buzz, buzz, buzz. This game does not have that. It's just people just sitting there. Most of this game is this. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Yeah! That's the whole game. Now, I think it's fun. I just think it's missing that time pressure. Next game I played is 5-second rule. I think most people know this board game. You have 5 seconds to list 3 somethings. 3 presidents, 3 Canadian providences, 3 boats. There's not much to say about that game. If you get a topic you don't know, you're screwed. 5-second game's got a cool timer. I wouldn't recommend buying this game, but if you're at a board game cafe that has it and you want to try it, I'll try it. But it's not worth buying, in my opinion. The next game I played, Josh really wanted to play this game. I'm calling him out. It's called Confident! It's all in caps and has a question mark. Confident is a trivia game, kind of like Wits and Wagers, but it's all about ranges. Where, like, it was the question Josh gave to us as an example was, how many episodes did Friends have in its entire run? 10-season run. I'm not sure if that was a question, but I knew it was 10 seasons. Everyone knows that's 10 seasons. So you don't have to write down a number, you have to write down a range. Do you think it's between 100 and 500? You're probably right, but that's a 400 range. And basically you get 1 point if the number was within your range, and you get 3 points if you were correct and had the smallest range. I will say I did the best I had my smallest range of 5 was how many sequels has Sylvester Stallone been in? Don't want to say the answer, but I did give myself a 5-number range and I got it correct. I was pretty proud of myself. This is a fun game. I do recommend it. I don't know how new it is or how available it is, but I do recommend it. This would be fun digital too. Get this on BGA, please. I know it's easy to just say, hey, get every game on BGA. I gotta say, the people who design games on BGA, I don't know how you do it, because some of these games run so smoothly. Space Base that just came out today. I love it. Sometimes the text is a little small, but hey, you hover over it, you can zoom in, you can see it. I just love it. BGA. Whew. The next game I played is Cryptid. This is just abstract clue, I guess you would call it. You're trying to figure out where the monster is on the board, and you have 1 clue, and everyone else has 1 clue, but you don't share. You just kind of put a piece and go, oh, this doesn't work with my clue. Oh, that doesn't work. So someone will guess a spot, and you go, And so you're seeing where everyone is saying no, so you're trying to figure out everyone's clue. I will say I did win this game, but I'm not sure if I felt the win. I think I just kind of guessed a spot. I think I figured out, oh, this is in the mountains, and I think it's close to animals. So I guessed the spot, and I won. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I got the satisfaction of winning. I don't think I truly figured it out. Well, I'm not sure if that's what the game's about. That being said, definitely recommend it, and I'd play it again. I'm not super excited about the sequel. Josh told me that it changes the game, and I like the game. But then again, I'm not sure what you would add to that game without changing it. the last game I played, this is it. The last game I played that I also played last month was Dice Miner. I think I spoke well about this game last month, but I gotta say, playing it the second time, I really enjoy this game. I think this game is really cool. Space Base and Dice Miner are probably my two favorite games that Josh has introduced me to recently. But yeah, so Space Base, Dice Miner, and Skull King are like my favorite new games, to me at least. Dropsy, not so much. Dropsy didn't make it to my favorite game list. But yeah, Dice Miner, I love. Go check out last month's video if you want to hear more about Dice Miner. These are all the games I played. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do differently in these videos. Not that these videos are super bad. Let me get ready. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see from these videos, or if you want these videos to end forever. This video is kind of long, at least when recording it. Hopefully I can edit it down a little bit. But yeah, these are only going to be monthly, so don't worry. I'm not going to be doing these all the time. Stay tuned. Next week is going to be Combo Fighter, a video series that literally no one watches, but I will keep... Good yawn. But I will keep producing because I love that game. Combo Fighter, from what they're saying on BGA, they're going to re-release it with new art, possibly, at a cheaper price and new characters. Oh, I was excited to get back into Combo Fighter. I recorded those videos in May, a long time ago. But yeah, Brody, what'd you do? You just poop out? Oh, thank you, dude. Okay. Alright. Okay. Looked a lot of air there. I have a feeling he doesn't want to be in my arms right now, so I shall release him. Bye-bye. Alright, guys. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.